Imagine a cave so vast it generates its own weather. This is not a fantasy. It is a real place, hidden deep within the jungles of Vietnam. It is called Son Doong, and it is the largest cave passage known on Earth. To comprehend its scale is a challenge for the human mind. Think of a city block in New York, towering skyscrapers. Now, imagine a cavern so immense it could comfortably swallow that entire block. This is the staggering reality of Son Doong, a subterranean world of unimaginable proportions, a cathedral carved by nature over millions of silent years. Imagine stone halls so huge a Boeing 747 could pass through without grazing the walls. Here, human proportion bends. A person shrinks to a fleck against sculpted darkness. The cave breathes, cool depths rising, warmer air drifting down. Where these currents meet, clouds are born, a fine living mist swirling around pillars. Skylights cut to the surface let weather form inside the earth itself. Light, vapor, and stone weave a silent atmosphere, ever shifting, ever alive. This is Son Doong, a sky within a cave, a world within our world. Where sunlight spears through the skylight, a hidden jungle awakens below. Trees, some rising 30 meters, anchor a forest hundreds of meters underground. Ferns and palms unfurl in damp light, leaves beaded with drifting vapor. The air hums, insects, a bird's call, each sound caught and carried by stone. At times, monkeys descend on vines, drawn to fruit in this sheltered world. One note becomes a choir. The cavern turns small voices into a grand, living echo. These skylights are the cave's eyes to the stars, its lungs for moving air, its heart that nurtures green life. To stand in a Doline's light is to witness nature's patient power made visible. A world within our world, lush canopy below, charcoal stone above, and living weather in between. The story of Son Doong is a story of water and time. It begins with a river. A powerful river, called the Rao Thuong, flows through the cave's entire length. For millions of years, this river has been the principal architect of this immense underworld. It found a weakness in the land, a fault line in a massive block of limestone that makes up the Annamite Mountains. Limestone is a relatively soft rock, susceptible to the patient and persistent work of water. The river, armed with nothing but persistence, began its monumental task. The process of its creation is one of slow, relentless erosion. Rainwater, absorbing carbon dioxide from the atmosphere, becomes a weak carbonic acid. This mildly acidic water seeped into the cracks and fissures of the limestone. Over countless millennia, it dissolved the rock, molecule by molecule. What began as tiny cracks slowly widened into conduits. Those conduits grew into tunnels. Those tunnels merged and expanded into the colossal chambers we see today. The river was the sculptor, and the limestone was its clay. Inside the cave, the evidence of the water's power is everywhere. The walls are not flat and smooth, but are scalloped and fluted, marked by the ancient currents that carved them. Giant stalagmites, some towering over 70 meters high, rise from the floor like the monuments of a lost civilization. These formations are built drip by drip, as mineral-rich water seeps from the ceiling and deposits tiny layers of calcite over thousands of years. Each one is a stone timepiece, recording the slow, silent passage of geological history in its layers. The river continues its work even now. During the monsoon season, it can swell into a raging torrent, its waters rising dramatically and filling the lower passages with incredible force. The sound is deafening, a thunderous roar that reverberates through the entire cavern system. It is a powerful reminder that this is a dynamic, living environment, not a static museum piece. The same forces that created Son Doong are still active, shaping and changing it, ensuring that the cave's story is one that is still being written. Explorers who venture into Son Doong are humbled by its scale. They move with a quiet reverence, their headlamps cutting small circles of light against the overwhelming darkness. The sound of a single footstep on the gravel floor can echo for what seems like an eternity in the vast, silent halls. In this place, one feels an acute sense of their own smallness, a temporary visitor in a kingdom that measures its existence not in years, but in epochs. Every explorer carries a profound responsibility to move through this ancient world with the utmost care. This subterranean world, for all its colossal size and rocky permanence, is incredibly fragile. The delicate ecosystems that have developed around the dolines are unique and irreplaceable. The strange, pale creatures that have adapted to a life of perpetual darkness are vulnerable to the slightest changes in their environment. Even the simple act of touching a rock formation can leave behind oils from our skin, halting its growth for centuries. The mud on a boot can introduce foreign spores that could disrupt a balance that has been stable for millennia. For this reason, access to Son Doong is strictly controlled. Only a small number of visitors are permitted each year, and they must be accompanied by expert guides who enforce a strict code of conduct. Visitors must stay on designated paths to protect the delicate cave floor. They are instructed to leave nothing behind, not even a footprint if it can be avoided, and to take nothing away, save for photographs and memories. The goal is to ensure that the cave remains as pristine as it was when it was first fully explored. Son Doong is more than just the world's largest cave. It is a profound lesson in the power of time and the beauty of our planet's hidden places. It reminds us that there are still wonders to be discovered, places that challenge our understanding and inspire awe. Our duty is not just to witness these wonders, but to become their guardians. We must approach this fragile kingdom not as conquerors, but as quiet, respectful guests, ensuring that its silence, its darkness,